Hello! Happy and cheerful morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are fine at home and taking care of your health. So we are back with our English class. And which poem did we started? We started poem number 17, The Water Cycle. So in the previous class, we did the recitation part. We practiced how to recite it. And today we will understand the meaning of the poem. So let us begin. So this is your poem. That is poem number 17, The Water Cycle. And now line by line we will understand the meaning of it. Okay? So first line. Now as we know what is the poem about? It is about a little boy who is learning about the water cycle. कि water कैसे आता है, बारिश के थ्रू आता है and उसके घर पे water कैसे supply होता है. Okay, now let's start. When I was young, I used to think that water came from the kitchen sink. So what is he saying? That जब वो छोटा था, when he was young, उसे ऐसा लगता था कि वाटर डायरेक्टली किचन की सिंक में आ जाता था. ओके उसे पता ही नहीं था कि वाटर तो रेन के थ्रू आता है ना. नाउ द फर्स्ट मीनिंग इज सिंक. सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ इट? सिंक मीन्स दैट अ लार्ज कंटेनर इन द किचन विथ टैप्स टू सप्लाई वाटर यूज्ड टू वॉश dishes. So what is a sink? It is like a large container. Now आपने किचन में देखा होगा that there are water taps, okay? And उस water taps को surrounded there is a sink, so that the water doesn't falls on the floor, okay? अब हम tap on करेंगे तो floor पे सीधा गिर जाएगा अगर sink नहीं होगा, okay? So it is like a container in the kitchen with taps to supply water, and it is used to wash dishes. So in this container we can keep the dishes and we can wash it. Okay, now the next line. But now I am older and I know that water comes from rain and snow. So now the boy is grown up. Okay, उसने भी आपकी तरह साइंस में water cycle पढ़ लिया होगा. So now he knows that the water comes from rain and snow. Snow से कैसे? We have learned that the snow melts down in the summer season and it converts into water. So in this way we get water. Okay? Now, it stays there waiting in the sky and clouds above our world so high. Now you remember in the water cycle, we have learned that the clouds that are formed, they are made up of tiny water drops. Okay, ये जो हमारे clouds form होते हैं उसमें water drops होते हैं. And when the cloud becomes heavy, it rains. So what is he saying? That it stays there waiting in the sky. Okay, the water, it waits in the sky in clouds above our world so high. So clouds तो बहुत ऊपर होते हैं, है ना? So it is above the world. And when it falls, it flows along and splashes out a watery song. And finally, when it falls, it rains. What happens? It makes a watery song. Like, what is it? Splashes. What is it? Splashes. So, what is the meaning of it? See, falls noisily on a surface. So, you might have noticed that when it rains, तो आवाज कैसी होती है? जोर से, है ना? तो what is it? Splashing. It is known as splashes. It falls noisily on a surface. Then the next line. As each raindrop is joined by more and rushes to the ocean shore. So what happens? कि जो tiny raindrops होते हैं वो together they get joined. And where did you go? They go to the ocean shore. Okay, when it rains, what happens? The water gets collected in the oceans, or to lake, a brook, a stream. Okay, what is a brook? This is a small river. Okay, what is it? I'll show. See, brook means a small river. So where does the water goes? It goes in the stream, it goes to the lake and a brook. Okay, is it clear? From which it rises just like steam. Steam, what is it? We have learnt about water vapor. We have learnt about steam. Okay, it is in gaseous form. And what is it known as? The hot gas that water changes into when it boils. So आपने notice किया होगा जब हम water को boil करते हैं, so what happens? There is steam. Okay, it boils, so आपको धुआं दिखता है and that is known as steam. Okay? But while it's down here, what do you think? Some dust go to the kitchen sink. So finally what he's saying? That but while it's down here, मतलब जब बारिश finally हो जाती है, what do you think where it goes? It goes, some dust go to the kitchen sink. How? We use the water, हम tap on करते हैं and kitchen sink में water collect हो जाता है. So finally he is saying कि kitchen sink में भी water तो आता है. पहले उसे लगता था कि kitchen sink से ही water आता है. But then he realized that it rains and through which the water gets transformed to oceans, rivers and the water taps. And finally what he is saying? But somewhere kitchen sinks में भी तो पानी collect हो ही जाता है ना? So this was your poem. And who is the poet? Helen H. Moore. Okay, remember the name of the poet. Now once again we will do the glossary part, that is your meanings. Brook means a small river. Shore means a land along the edge of the sea or ocean. Okay, आपने देखा होगा that we have seen in the images also that there is a sea and there is an end to it where the land and the water meets. So उसे क्या बोलते हैं? Shore, sea shore. Okay, sink, a large container in the kitchen with taps to supply water used to wash dishes. And snow, small soft pieces of frozen water that falls from the sky in cold weather when there is winter season as it is now, but it does not snows in Gandhidham. But in cold places like Kashmir, Manali, what happens? There is snowfall. So what is it? It is basically the frozen form of water. जब बहुत ठंड होती है तो पानी जो है वो frozen हो जाता है and then it falls. Splashes, falls noisily on a surface. And the last one, steam, the hot gas that water changes into when it boils. So I hope the poem is clear to all of you. In the next video, we will discuss the exercise part. So till that, may God bless you all. Goodbye.